Hey guys, Mystery Wheel Gunner back here with you again. And yes, I know I am late to the party. It is August 29th as I am making this video. It might be published the next day or whatever. But it's August 29th as of the making of this video. This is the 2020 Colt Python. And the 2020 Colt Pythons were released January 1st of 2020. So yeah, I'm quite a few months late to the party. In my defense, these 2020 Pythons have been crazy difficult to find, and even when you do find them, they go for crazy prices. So it took me a while just to even find one, and then it took me a bit longer to find one at a decent price. Won't bore you too much with the details, but let's just say I paid a little bit more than MSRP, but way less than most people pay for these things. So I lucked out on this bit of a deal. Yeah, the tag is still on it. I literally just got back from the FFL, so this is not going to be a shooting video. I do promise I will do an updated video when I take this to the range, and I'll have more full in-depth review of the Python. But let's get into this brief overview. Well, first impressions and a little bit of a pseudo unboxing. Obviously, I've already unboxed it. The gun is out of it. But just to show you what comes inside of these things. This is the first Colt Python I've ever owned. This is the first Colt revolver I've ever owned. So I don't know if all these things usually came with it, or with the Pythons of old. Anyway, got a little advertisement for Lucas oil products, and on the back is a advertisement for protecttheharvest.com. You have a little sample packet of Lucas extreme duty gun oil. Of course, to join the NRA card. There's another little card in here. It's one of those legal things, something mandated by some attorney general of wherever. Nobody reads that stuff. Another little warning thingy. A little, I guess, firing pin protector that was in the cylinder of the gun. Obviously, I already took it out. Yeah, the thing that nobody uses, but I guess everyone is required to include. Yeah, whatever. And the owner's manual in this lone little cubby hole here. All right, the case itself is pretty nice. It's got the pretty good thick padding. It's the egg crate style foam, so pretty nice. All right, let me get this all out of the way. Okay, for the feature presentation, the Colt Python. On the Pythons, you gotta pull back on the cylinder release, or the thumb piece, whatever they call it. Okay, safety check, it is empty. I did dry fire this at the FFL. I'll just go ahead and show it to you. It is a working Python, and I say that because I've seen the videos of the first wave of these Pythons, and they had some problems. But this one works. All right. That was single action, of course. And of course that was double action. So everything seems to be working all right. But again, I'll know better. I'll know more once I take this to the range and actually put 357 Magnum through this thing. Some things I've noticed, though, pretty interesting. When you swing the cylinder out, the Pythons lock only from the rear, right there. That's it, that rear part right there. Yeah, the Smiths, some of the Smiths will lock also at the tip of the ejector rod. Some Smiths, especially from the Performance Center, will have a ball detent. Although I'm starting to see some Smiths, not from the Performance Center, also have the ball detent. For example, the reintroduced Model 19 has the ball detent lock. If you watch my video on the Dan Wessons, the Dan Wesson has an extra lock here, and the latch is here on the Dan Wessons. On the Rugers release from here, but the Rugers also have another latching mechanism right about here. There'll be a recess here somewhere, and then the latching point, some sort of like latch here. So pretty interesting that the Python does not have the extra locking points, only at the rear. And the Pythons have always been known for being good shooters. So maybe Colt knows something the other manufacturers don't know, or maybe the other manufacturers are, I don't know, are they hyping their extra locking points as something truly beneficial? You know, and yes, I know the Pythons are built differently from the others. You know, every manufacturer has their own way to build a revolver, but anyway, I find it interesting. The Colts only lock from the back. And oh well, I know some people will count the bolt here as another locking point, but the message being the Python has one less locking point than its competitors. You know, because Ruger will brag it locks here, locks here, locks here, and the Python's like, nah, we only need to lock here and here. That'll be good enough. Well, we'll see when I take it out to the range and start to put some rounds through it and compare it to its competitors. Another difference, of course, is the Python cylinder rotates clockwise. Okay, it's going to rotate that way, clockwise. I've seen some Colt propaganda saying, oh, this is better because, you know, the rotating mass rotates inwards. So, I don't know, does that cancel out the need for additional locking points? I don't know. But again, it's not just something kind of unique that it only has the sole locking point. Well, two if you count the bolt. The recesses here are also longer and deeper. You know, the recesses that lead into I call these the scallops. I don't know if that's the correct term, but the scallops that lead to the index notches are quite a bit longer than you'd find on a Colt than on a Ruger or Smith or even the Dan Wessons. What else? Oh, it's got the red ramp style front sight. Has the fully click adjustable rear sight, adjustable for windage and elevation. The grips are pretty nice. It looks like dark American walnut. I'm not an expert on fancy hardwoods, so it might actually be something different, but it looks like American walnut. It's got the medallions with the rampant Colt horse on there. Of course, you got the horse here also on the frame. But it's pretty nice. It's checkered. It's has this bevel here. I guess that's Colt's version of the speed loader cut. Their version of the football cut. You know, it's recessed downwards, so that supposedly you could be able to more easily put in a speed loader, or I was going to say moon clip, but these are not cut for moon clips from the factory. They are kind of thin near the top, though. See that? See how they really get thin at the top? That has me a little bit worried. Yeah, call me a wimp, but you know, 357 Magnum still has a fair bit of kick, and if the grips are too thin at the top, yeah, it hurts me. Okay. Now, I have not shot this thing yet, so we'll see if that's going to be a factor. I might have to replace these grips with some fatter grips. But we'll see. It is a pretty heavy gun. Maybe the heft will help to absorb that recoil, and maybe these thin grips will not be any kind of detriment. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. Again, I have not shot it yet. I still got the tags on it. Okay. It literally just got back from the FFL, so I will do an updated video when I actually shoot the thing. I'll do another video where I bring its competitors out to play as well. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, just wanted to do this quick little addition here. I know up close you can start to see that maybe the finish looks kind of hazy. And I know in some of the earlier ones that got out of the factory, this was an actual issue of finish. But on this one, the finish looks good. The crown is not nicked up. And as far as the hazy looking nature of this gun, again, I just got back from the FFL. This is just the whatever protectant or oil Colt puts on these things to help protect it during shipping, and that's all it is on my particular gun. And I believe in all the newer Pythons coming out. All right, so if you get one of the newer ones and the finish looks kind of hazy and dull, take a microfiber cloth and just wipe away whatever kind of oil or protectant. It's probably that Lucas stuff that they're advertising. They probably put a very thin layer of Lucas on here, just to help protect it from rust during shipping. So just wanted to point that out. Some of you may, I don't know if you can see that. See how it looks kind of hazy there? All right, what if I take the microfiber to it? It cleans up real nice, Anyway, that's all. Again, look for an update video where I actually take this to the range and put it through its paces and have some fun with it. Hey guys, Mystery Wheel Gunner here. Did you know I created my own video game? Yep, I created Big Tire Adventures, a game where you control a big tire as you run over and smash through things. And it's only $1, so what have you got to lose? Check the link in the description below to get your own copy of Big Tire Adventures.